What are you doing with your mask on? Remember one time, not one time, all the time. Remember your beliefs made you wear a mask and cover your head, cover your face, and cover yourself up. That's only because that we learn to respect what we call the very beliefs that we know of. We did what was value to us. Is that right? What was of great value and great reverence. We just respect that because that's what we knew, how to care for each other through the grace, through the Creator. In that regard, when different nations, different societies all came together, they could not understand certain set of values of certain set of individuals or communities. So the laws were brought on to unmask, unveil, unhat, uncover. Because people covered up and it became a statement suddenly. In grace, we bow down to and respect. We don't make laws and confuse ourselves into becoming a terrible problem and a problem of our lives. Today, here we are, wearing a mask. It's become a legal requirement across the entire humanity, entire world, entire planet. And today we are asking everyone to cover up their face and their mouth and nose and making sure that we protect each other. If your humanity is switched on, you will do what is necessary in times of change. It's not the laws, it's not the ways of beliefs, or it's not the ways of it's what's key in our values should be that our humanity is switched on, that our humanity is such that is switched on to reflect the current values of community, of a land, of that environment. Today we have a serious pandemic gripping the nations, gripping the planet, gripping the earth. So we came about reflecting our lives and protecting our lives with masks. A mask should not be a statement. It should not become an instrument for political theater or for individuals, narcissist, selfish, aggressive individualism of ideas. It should simply be a humble human humiliation to protect what we have destroyed all around us. The viruses don't disappear or appear in front of us or in our nostrils, in our DNA. It is part of our lives. What's so important is that we become responsible, conscious. A consciousness is that is all left off. Life means our individual responsibility, our individual consciousness. Making a life possible is the very fundamental of being a human. Yet our idea of life became a very twisted and a political, a religious and a corporate idea. it lost its very essence and foundations. It lost its very existence as life. We have become one of the most virulent, one of the most aggressive species on the earth. Just like the dinosaurs, that was heavy on the foot, and they ate and carried on destroying everything, and eventually the consciousness of the existence, or the existence, caused the disappearance of that species of dinosaur. The planet, the existence, the universe, the galaxies, the stars, the very creation, and the very creation itself is self-regulated, self-renewed, self-replenished, self-rejuvenated, refreshed, resurrected, relived to a higher possibility, to a better evolution of the creation. With that, I am sure when we have got ourselves in a twisted and the most tangled way that we are today on this planet, will the humans be a species that the existence, the creator, the creation will see to be a benefit, to be a life on earth? Or will it just be extinguished by the evolving creation, or the evolving creation and the evolving renewal of creation for what is happening to the very substance, the very foundations that we have destroyed and turned and raped and pillaged. For the last 50 years, we have accelerated that pillage, rape, the extortion of the Mother Earth. We simply have destroyed her very fundamental life process. And it is time for us to realize now, at least now, all of your silly ideas that you have come up with, all of your silly policies and procedures and nonsense that you have come up with is a puny and absolutely insignificant. With that humiliation, at least now, with this virus being an example for us to wake up and realize the very fundamentals of what to be a human, and to feel the vibrations, feel the cold, -8, feel the cold, and feel the sense of realizing who we are and how insignificant we are in front of your Creator. It is time for you to become humiliated and not to ask any questions, but to realize that you are simply an insignificant life, and whatever you do, however you behave, that you do not become an aberrant, you do not become an aggression, you do not become a problem to life as a whole we are on earth. May you live long. May you realize the fragile nature and the very essence and the very beauty of life by bowing down to the creation and the Creator. It's not your laws, it's not your identities, it's not your beliefs, it's not your self-importance that will save us. It is how fragile that we realize and how sensitive we become to our values as creation is. The very earth that you walk upon, are you realizing? Are you rooted? What the filth, the mud that you call is nourishing the entire tree, and the branches by spring, the leaves will come. Those very leaves will breathe out, and you will breathe in the freshness of a new possibility. Are you willing to be that new possibility? Are you willing to continue to become the nonsense that you are and create a problem for yourself, and in turn multiply the problems by carrying on with your nonsense? Yet once again, it's time we wake up to realize this beauty of life is that we embrace life, that we become conscious, that we become responsible. And when you hear that noise, it's much worse than hearing a police car turning up. Those ambulances, the people who put their lives forward, we should bow down and they should be worship worthy of what they're doing to save. It's our time to do what our bit in saving lives all around. It's not the police van that you are scared of today, it's the ambulance that's turning up. Look after yourself. Be a healthy and living example of who you are as a human being. Thank you.